Today is September 28th, and I just wanted to update you. Manzer is doing really good on his feed now with the probiotic. This has been, it's been a little over a week, I think, that I've been giving this to him, and he's finally eating it really good. But I wanted to tell you something I've been doing when he's eating his grain is I do make it a point to pick up his feet, and I'm also getting him used to having his sheath touched. So while he's eating, I just kind of will sort of poke around, and he's actually got quite a bit of stuff collecting already. Okay, so for instance, this right here, I just picked that out of his sheath. This is just oil and dead skin and dirt and that kind of stuff. So it's not like he's got a bean or anything like that, but this is something that I think is really important to start messing with right away, because I want him to be comfortable with it. So I don't ever, and he'll lift his hind leg at me a little bit now and again, like he's doing it right now. I'll put my phone down so you can see it. Okay, so for instance, I'll pick up the front foot just enough for him to pick it up, and then I put it right back down. And then now the back foot I'm going to pick up, and I just set it right back down. Good boy. Now I'll get up in here, and I make sure that I can touch him everywhere. And while he's eating is a great time to do this because he's distracted. But I'm just picking stuff out of there. This is good for him to get used to this. I want to make sure he doesn't nibble on me. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff up inside of there. And I'm feeling one testicle so far, that's it. So he's not dropped down yet. But he's, now that I'm doing this though, he is dropping his weenie out. So that's good, because I want to get him used to this kind of stuff. This is really important when you have geldings. You've got to be able to clean them. I want him comfortable with it. Super important. I'm going to move him over and pick up his feet on the other side. I already did it once, but I'm going to do it again. And any time that I can take the opportunity to move him around is extremely beneficial. I just hold up the foot, make sure that he's real quiet with it. Get the foot. Oh goodness. And wait. As soon as he just quiets down. Almost. There. Oh. And of course he's not halter trained yet. So I'm doing all this stuff while he's loose in his stall. So, but I think he's gonna be pretty darn easy when it comes to doing that. All right, dude. Leave my phone alone. Nope. Bye. Over to the rest of your grain. Over to the rest of your grain. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this hind foot. We're just going to pick up and immediately let down. Good. Here. Good boy. I'm going to do it again. I'll pick up and let down. Good. That was a lot better. I consider that a very successful little training session. So I don't want to wait until he's a yearling to start poking around with his sheath, because the bigger they get, the more problems you're going to have, and the more complicated it's going to be to work through those problems. So, and the bigger they get, the more their senses are kind of heightened, and they're like, no, I don't really want you there, and I don't want to get kicked. So I don't want to get kicked. I don't want it to be a big deal for him. Simple. So we work on that now and try to make it no big deal. Manzer is 4.5 months old, and every day when he comes in for his grain, Nika and Manzer each go in their own stalls, and they hang out in there for about an hour and eat their grain. I think Nika genuinely enjoys having a little bit of alone time from him, and I think it's really good for him mentally to have to be away from her. He doesn't get upset about it at all, but it's always been very gradual the way I've done this, so it's just no big deal. And I've increased the time that they're apart over a couple of months, so this has been working out extremely well, because the full feeder was just not an option at all. It was just a disaster. So I can't even tell you how many nights I laid in bed listening to Nika try to rip it off the wall. Very frustrating. So this has definitely been a much better solution, being able to have this kind of a setup. And I'm hoping that this helps Manzer be comfortable with being in a stall. So if we ever go to clinics or horse shows or anywhere where he needs to be in a stall, that he's comfortable with it. He loves to shove his nose through the bars. Hey, little buddy. Cutest nose ever. Cutest nose ever. Nika's yours is cute too. Manzer's like, what you got, Mom? Like, what you got? I put down shavings over here because that's a really wet area. They poop and pee there a lot. So I'm going to see if it's easier to clean up if I have shavings down. That's the only place that they go all day, every day. So this is a little experiment for me to see if that's going to work out. So he's either going to do what he's doing now and eat them or leave them be. These are pine shavings. So we'll see what he decides to do with this. But what my hope is that just by having some shavings down, it just makes the manure easier to pick up. That's all. Hey, dude. Hey, little buddy. That was cute, little Winnie. Hey, Mama, you want to go out? Oh, listen to that little knicker. Nika has the best knicker. She really does. It's like, hey, Mom, haven't seen you in an hour. Oh, gotta go back in the stall. And they were just in. Nothing in there. They were just in there. Here's Tinker. Nika and Manzer both pooped. Matter of minutes out here. Hi.